is a good one.
Ah, that's some good coffee, especially coming out of my Ben Hogan cup. Oh my gosh, guys, today's such a beautiful day out here. I'm getting ready to go to the golf course and hit some golf balls. I'll probably go to the gym, and I'm even thinking about throwing in a hike because why not? I can do it. I feel super duper fit. My Swing Evolution fitness program is coming along great. I've been working on it for months, and I'm in the best shape of my life. Lowest body fat ever of my life at the age of 50. And the birds are singing, and it's just a wonderful day because I haven't named something in quite a while, but today we have the rollback. Okay, so let me tell you the story about why I'm talking about the new move, the rollback. I've talked about right elbow under. You guys know about that. I've talked about shallowing the shaft. My last video, I was, hitting golf balls on the range, and I was talking, I have a bat, and so I shallow the bat. And I've talked about the karate chop. When you do a karate chop, you have to have internal rotation of that rear arm. But the rollback is a little bit unique. It's both arms. This arm internally rotates, this arm externally rotates. It flattens the shaft, and then we add a little bit of lateral side bend. But we've suffered from a lack of terminology in the game of golf, which is largely why I've added these little names so we can have things, that we refer to. We're too all over the map, when it's like, shallowing the club and blah, 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 blah. So at any rate, the rollback comes to me because this summer, after watching the Hogan special, I've been a little bit irritated because sometimes I clear pretty well, and then I put it up in a video. I'm like, hey, look how good my hips cleared. And then the next week it's gone. And it's the most frustrating thing in the world. And this summer I set out to really lick my clearance early extension problem. And this has been one of the biggest challenges of my game. I'm a good enough golfer that, I can play some pretty darn good golf. Good enough to hang with the best guys around on my good days. But the thing is, that snake will jump up and bite me on my bad days. And I've just, that inconsistency is why I decided to really face this problem and try and solve it. So I went to the 3D motion capture. He tells me what I already know. I'm not clearing well enough. And then it's like, why am I not clearing well enough? Then I fixed my pelvis, or at least I'm working on it. And then, I started doing the bat drills. I started doing my bag drills. Now, these are things that I intuitively added after my session with Rick. And I'll go back for a second lesson pretty soon. But yeah, I recently, my last video, I was talking about shallowing the club. I saw a couple videos. I saw Brad Hughes. I'm a huge fan of Brad Hughes. Him talking about the rollback. And I saw Mr. Short Game. He's another California guy who's built a great YouTube channel. And he was talking about the rollback in terms of clearance. And that's why I was looking at all this different stuff. And so I went out and I actually hit golf balls and had a really great day. And what I think is going on is if your arms are working up and down like this, it locks the lines of energy in your body into working into spinal flexion in this direction. In order to rotate, you have to set your planes so that they're working in a rotational manner. And there's some place, and I've been suspecting this for a long time with my over-under videos and stuff like that. There is a certain place where your body, it's like, imagine that there's two slides, okay? And if you go down one slide, then you're gonna chop and you're gonna early extend, and then you go down. If you can make it a certain degree over the hump, then your body goes into rotation, and it's this really funny thing. And the natural golfers that are really, really good, they've just always moved into rotation. My friends that are these natural good golfers that never had to really take a lot of lessons, and they're, scratch players, they just do it. But it's such a small percentage of people because the ball's on the ground and their instinct is you have to put the club on the ball, and as soon as your abs contract, then your hips stop rotating. And so it's like a switch. So I went out the last time I hit golf balls, and I finally had a decent round. I haven't played a decent round of golf for a couple of months ever since I've been going through these pelvic changes, and I haven't played in 3 weeks. But I was hitting golf balls, and my buddy Don comes up. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna play," And I'm like, "I haven't played in 3 weeks. I can't play." But I was starting to feel it on the range, and he's like, "Shut up. Get out here. Let's play 9 holes." Well, I shot 35, won the money round. It could have been a 32. I made a sloppy bogey, missed a couple easy birdie putts, made 1 birdie. It was the first time I've played a free round of golf. And take a look at this impact position. That's what I've been working for, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to show you some of these golf swings from my last outing. And I'll tell you, it was a huge MSE breakthrough moment, because I've kind of been, it's one of these eureka moments where you've kind of been over the target, and it's like, and you kind of luck out and you hit the target once in a while. But what I talk about with my students is you get closer and closer and closer, and then suddenly you see from the mountaintop. It's like, and then you never go backwards, okay? I'm going to go to the golf course today to see if this holds up for another day, because I've had many discoveries that they don't last. The next time I go out, they don't work. But I'll have to report back on you. But take a look at some of these golf swings from my last, little day out at the golf course that I finally feel like my swing changes paid off. I hope you hit them long and hit them straight. Hey guys, the next MSE Intensive is September 21st and 22nd. If you want to come out for the hottest weekend in golf instruction, hit me up, Christo at myswingevolution.com. I used to have a pretty ugly golf swing, and now I've got a really good golf swing. I got rid of my slice, picked up 50 yards, cut 10 strokes off my game, and I've even been on the Golf Channel. If you want to find out how, go to myswingevolution.com.